It started out as a joke, the whole Instagram. And I don't know, it exploded.
So we were living a very, I would say, regular life.
We were checking the boxes. We were doing the Muncie life.
It just wasn't it. We wanted more from life.
People keep saying like, so when are you guys going back to reality? We're like, this is reality. Like, this is it. We slept in 58 beds this year.
So since we started 7 months ago, full-time travel, we did, I think, 11 or 12 countries. People were like, you guys are crazy. Everyone says, I wish I did it when I was your age. And we just decided we're going to do it.
We knew it was the right thing because God gave us a clear green light.
Okay, guys, I just sat down with Yossi and Rechie Glanz, and they are only Glanz on Instagram and on TikTok and wherever you get your doom strolling from. Anyway, so they're amazing. I've been following them forever. They just packed up their apartment and went off to travel the world, and I've been following them and absolutely loving it. If you haven't been following them, you should start now because it is so much fun. They personify love and life and getting grounded. This conversation was so awesome. It gave me so much of a hope that I'm going to go and do this with my own wife. I believe in love more than I ever did before. And they were wonderful, and you're going to love this conversation. Remember to like, follow, subscribe, and tell everybody else to subscribe.
Hello and welcome to the Brainstorm podcast. And now, your host, Sonny Perlman.
We're live. Yossi and Rechie, the world travelers. Wait, you go by only Glanz?
Only Glanz.
That's our name.
That's our user.
The Glanz, that is that's the username. Can I ask you why? I was just saying, we're only human?
Reason?
Yeah.
It started out as a joke,
Okay.
the whole Instagram. So before we started travel, the biggest question we got from everyone, from family and like everyone, is like, are you guys going to post?
Everyone wanted to follow along somehow. And for us to send it to all our friends and family separately is like a lot. Because we're not like, it's not a 5-day trip. It's like a year, 2 years, 6 months. So
It was literally like the first question. Like, we told people what we were doing. They're like, it was not like, oh my gosh, why? It was, are you going to post? It was really funny. And we were like, we didn't want to. Because we weren't doing it. We were doing it because for whatever reason, we can get into that. But like, it was for us. We're like, why do I need to share with you? Like, it's our thing. Anyway, we both had Instagram accounts from our personal. I have my single profile. She has her business profile with a decent amount of followers. Like, decent, whatever, like 2,000. I'm saying to start. And we specifically did not take any of our already built up accounts because we didn't want to have a pressure of what we're posting and who we have to like conform to.
we just wanted it for friends and family. We opened it as a joke, literally as a
We
joke.
wanted to be careless, I think. We
And we
didn't want to
wanted
have
something
pressure.
very funny for the username. Because it's a joke, like it's funny, it's our friends and family. So Yossi came up with this idea.
Okay. What, the
What
Instagram
inspired
idea?
it?
Oh, no. So our idea was we're going to open a new account with no followers. We didn't follow anybody. We followed originally, I think, 30 people. You can still see, I think we're following like 48 people. That's where it stayed.
Right.
And we're like, we're just going to post. And if nobody sees it, great. Like, we're just posting. And we don't have to be careful what we're just going to post. And I don't know, it exploded. And we're still posting as if nobody's looking.
No, I will tell you that there are a lot. I see travel accounts. For some reason, I got completely hooked. The truth, I didn't know you were doing it at all. I came in a little bit late. You sent me a WhatsApp that you were listening to my podcast.
Switzerland.
And you were like in some country, right? Switzerland. Yeah. I think it was somewhere else even. And I was like, what the heck is he doing there? So that's how I ended up finding you. And I am loving it. So let me tell you why I am loving it. And then I want to find out all about like how the heck this came about and all that stuff. And it's interesting because when I asked you to come on, to me it made perfect sense to have you guys on because of all the topics I like to talk about. One of them is marriage. And I'm like, I really think that marriage gets this, and I was saying this before, but I think marriage gets this like really bad rap. Even for people who love marriage and talk about marriage, they're always talking about how difficult it is and you got to work through the difficulties. And I don't know if you guys remember Sheva Bracha's speeches, like, it's a shame when it comes really hard, you should be able to fight through.
Drop the dishes on the first night.
Like advice and...
all the comments. It all has some truth to it.
That little bit of truth could ruin a good marriage.
Yeah.
I had, when I first got married, I had they would tell me like, oh, wait till you're married a month. Wait till you're married a year. And so the longest I ever got was 10 years. So I was really excited when I hit 10 years. And I'm like, it's still good. I waited. So I told that to someone. He's like, wait till you hit 20 years. I'm like, no, I won't. I'm done waiting. So it's just that I watch you guys is like, I feel like I'm living vicariously. Like you're out there running around. I don't know what you're doing besides for celebrating marriage. That's what it seems like to me in a sense, and like living life. So I will ask you, how did this come about? How did this, let's start there. How did this come about? I've seen the TikToks, but I'm saying do you have TikTok or I just have Instagram?
We also have a TikTok account. Yeah.
Go watch TikTok. Follow on TikTok.
Somebody told us we can make more money on TikTok. Not more. We can
Is that
make money
true?
on TikTok.
Yeah.
So we
Instagram doesn't pay.
I don't think Instagram pays anything.
Instagram doesn't pay.
No.
So we tried.
You try.
So
YouTube pays. You guys make YouTube accounts? You have a
YouTube?
YouTube?
There's a lot of editing. No? You tell me.
I have a son.
I don't
You gotta
have
just
son
get
yet.
a son. It's you gotta get labor. You get labor from your kids. That's how it works. You treat them nice and they edit your stuff.
So how did this come about?
Yeah, how did it come about?
So we were living a very, I would say, regular life. We got married. We were both working great jobs.
Seemingly regular life.
Yeah.
What does
We
that
were
mean?
both,
Meaning we were checking the boxes. We were doing the Muncie life. The regular.
we had a
You were still a
beautiful
fireman.
apartment.
If what?
You were a fireman.
Still am.
Yeah, I know what I was saying.
Yeah.
Wasn't that regular?
Right.
Okay.
As regular as we can get.
Wait, you got married how long ago?
Now it's been almost 2 years, a year and a half.
So for how long are you living this regular life?
7 months.
Like 7.
Oh, wait. Then.
Yeah.
We did it for a year.
What we're doing now is now regular life for us.
Yeah, this
This
is
is
regular
regular.
life. This is regular.
Oh,
You're
sorry.
saying that irregular life back in Muncie. That was that was a year.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I
we
like
did that for a year.
You're like, what are you talking about? This is regular. It's not regular,
People
guys.
keep saying like, so when are you guys going back to reality? We're like, this is reality. Like this is it.
For us right now, this is
It
reality.
changes every day, but like it's our reality.
Feels if I want to hear more about the reality of it. But what made you like?
So
What
go on.
made you decide to
So,
take the leap?
Yeah, we had
where'd it
great
come
jobs.
from?
We had a beautiful apartment, but we would live the life where we wake up, we go to work, we come home, we like quickly make dinner, we crash, we watch TV, and we go to sleep. And it's the American life. You go, you hustle, you crash, you come home, you
There's no
sleep.
meaning. There was no. I'm saying we did everything. I had the best job in the world. Thank God. I was working with Bernie.
Right.
Pleasure.
Oh, I forgot that.
I was so blessed. We had like what's here is like a what's the word? Shows that like you succeed in life. You're driving a nice car. We had like very comfy cars. Thank God. Nothing crazy. But I'm saying we weren't struggling in any shape or form with that. And we're like, okay, so according to like people here's eyes, we made it. Why is it so like there's nothing going like
So
wow,
we're very
this is it. Like okay.
Okay.
we're very deep people. So it just wasn't it. We wanted more from life. We knew that there's more. We both wanted to connect more to ourselves, connect more to each other. We're married for a year. We knew each other very well, and we were best friends already back then. We were always best friends, but
I want to find out about this. Okay. I like origin stories. Okay. Of meeting and stuff. Okay. So you were best friends living this life. It was feeling like Groundhog's Day. Is that
also
you
not
guys see that
feeling
movie?
as connected. I knew there can be more connection to self, to myself, to ourselves, and to each other.
Also for myself, I can speak for myself. Before we started dating, I was in a really good place in life, emotionally. I was meditating every day. I was doing Vasikin for 2 years straight. I was like, I had my schedule, I had my zone. I was doing therapy. Like I was in a really good zone. And then like marriage like snapped me out of my rhythm, just because it's new life, new structure, new schedule, and I was never able to get back into that because life. I am now a married person. I don't know. It's just not what married people do. I can't really.
It's also life. It's distractions. You're constantly
Super
you
distracted,
family,
yeah.
friends. There's weddings. There's a friend needs to talk. There's all these distractions that keep you back from actually tuning into yourself and tuning into your partner. So I feel like that was our biggest drive to just go, like stop everything, stop all the noise. There's constant noise, there's constant distractions. So stop all that. Let's like really connect to ourselves. Let's find you're always finding yourself, but let's find a little bit of
Create a
ourselves.
space to be able to do that because here it wasn't working.
Yeah.
Meaning, we were doing all the steps. We were still doing everything we needed to do, but couldn't. It's a chase. You're always running. You're always chasing. There's always something. There's
There's more
always
money to
something.
make.
Yeah, you're never. And we were just like if from like a materialistic life, like if this is it, we made it. Like this is not what's fulfilling us. Like
Right. And you're in the rat race. You're just
and
doing
we
the
wanted
life.
to be able to, because I didn't know what it felt to feel at peace and fulfilled and good when I was in a really good place. I'm saying I was in a really good place. It's not that I wasn't after. It was hard to continue that. It's active work. You're to remain in that, like you have to very presently and actively do the work. And once I got married, it was too distracting. I couldn't do the active work. So we felt that jumping out of the Muncie life and what everyone is saying, this is what life has to be in our community, and just going out there. And number one is going to give us a ton of space and time and connection, and it's going to create like a space and a bubble for us to be able to explore whatever it is.
Wow.
It's kind of like all these couples that go to Israel for the first year of marriage, just away from everything to connect, hopefully to connect to each other, to connect to self. So we did that just in a different font.
Just in a different way. No, it's something that I talk about a lot in the group, in the homes that I run, and also like on the podcast, is how we've thrown out the baby with the bathwater. Like we've moved from a place where we were very in tune with nature, we're very in tune with the world. We heard the crickets, and there was a lot of problems. People were like dying of cholera and stuff. Like it wasn't great. So we fixed all that, but now there's no serenity. Like I feel that in the morning, I like try to meditate, and like it's like the couple of moments of serenity, and the rest of the day it's just noise. That's what you're talking about. Like it's just loud and noisy, and you're married to the love of your life, and it's just noise.
Expectations from society here of like, let's like talk work for a second. Like when there's an issue, let's say on a job site, it's only in the U.S. that it's like, again, from my experience, people will be like, no, you're wrong. But the concept of like, there's a mistake on the job site, you screwed up, I want you here today, fix it. You screwed up, you owe me, show up, where are you? In the rest of the world, in our experience, it's like, mistakes happen, I understand I screwed up, I'll get to it. There's like...
perfection that everyone is
trying. I'm
trying.
not a bad person because one of my guys broke a piece of glass now. It's okay, there's a way things work. We'll get to it. We're going to take care of it as soon as we can. But there's an expectation of nobody ever wants to mess up because, God forbid you mess up. Oh, you're indebted for him for the rest of your life. So you're on the fence your whole life. Like, no one ever lets their guard down. Like, it's okay. Like, it's fine.
Well, there's something I realized recently was that working hard is not a flex. Like, people are like, I work really hard. I'm like, I don't know if that's what I'm looking for. Like, I appreciate that you're excited about that, but it sounds like you don't have a life. Like that's, and people tell me he's a hardworking guy, hardworking. And I'm like, I don't know that's as exciting as everybody thinks. So that's what you're kind of describing a little bit.
The main, like the word, the term for it is in the quote, is that we feel, I'm taking this from Bernie, the actual quote, in the U.S. you live to work. Your whole life is just so you can work. So you move to Muncie, New York, because there's good opportunity here, and there's good jobs, and my uncle is gonna hook me up, and this, everything revolves of what I'm gonna do for work, how I can do it, what my next thing, and the rest of the world and our experience, not everywhere, but a lot of places, is you work so you can afford whatever lifestyle you want to live. So you're traveling. So how much do I need? What do I need to do for work that's gonna cover the lifestyle I want to live?
Right.
But what if when your kids are gonna this and that, you wish you knew what's gonna be tomorrow? Like you really have your life that planned out on a checklist and everything's figured out? Like one thing goes and the whole thing falls apart. So,
and we're not saying that to like not invest in stocks and like save up money, not to like use all your money, but to not live to just chase and like to live to work. You're not living to work. You're working to live. Exactly like you said. You're working so you can live. And
I definitely feel this. And it's like, it is really nice to see you guys like out there. It's like, that's like my little break. So I do appreciate it. But okay, but you both were travelers, like, or this is new?
So I was a traveler. Okay. I traveled a lot. And I was the little birdie in his ear for the first year of our marriage. What if we did that? And what if we did it? And then one day he just...
Yeah. She told me from when we started dating that she wants to travel. And I was like great. Like, just...
We actually, when we started, I think when we got engaged, we decided we're going to be doing one big trip a year. Like a big trip for like 2 weeks. Right. And one little trip for like a week midwinter. And that was our arrangement because I love traveling and he wasn't such a big traveler. So that was the kind of deal that we made. Yeah. And
wow. What do you mean it used to freak you out?
Travel. It still does.
Pull the mic a little closer to you. If you can. I'll just work. Just pull it towards you. Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah. Just, I don't know if it's picking up perfect. But what do you mean it freaked you out?
It still freaks me out. It's the unknown, number one. Like, just living in the unknown constantly. Literally. Like, until yesterday, we didn't know where we were going to sleep tomorrow. We actually still don't know where we're going to sleep tomorrow. We'll figure it out. We have an idea of different options that might be, but we don't know. It used to be crazy for me to...
Not know where you're going to sleep
tomorrow. We slept in 58 beds this year. We just did a calculation last week. 58 beds. So I'm saying...
58 beds. In a year.
In 1 year.
Is that a full year or is that in the last year?
That's probably been just the last 7 months.
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah, because we lived in our apartment. We did a
little travel
before that.
When did you start? When did you guys start this?
Started like
7 months ago.
Yeah, June, July.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the numbers. How many places you've been?
We did.
So since we started 7 months ago, full-time travel, we did I think 11 or 12 countries. We did a calculation. We actually wanted to post it about how many flights we took and how many trains and ferries, because it's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
I think it was like 20 to 30 flights. I have to check the exact. We have it written down somewhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
This ad is for the women listening to this podcast. This company is called Wig Guru. It's wig-guru.com. They have the most innovative ways to deal with one of the worst issues of wigs, which is slipping back and it looking not in place. Women have a big issue with, not noticing when everybody could tell that it's a wig because it's slipping back. The amount of innovative products that Wig Guru have is phenomenal. They are customer-based. Many, many customers are reaching out and saying, could you make this product in this different way? And, I like this part, but I don't like this part. There are many, many different types of wig grips, including the trademarked and copyright pending Grip-A-Fix, original Grip-A-Fix, and as well as her wig glue, which is water-soluble and is taking the internet by storm. So go over there, put in the code Brainstorm, and you will get 10% off. It is wig-guru.com. I will say that sounds kind of exhausting to me. I don't know. I mean, you guys are probably taking videos when you're not as exhausted.
That's not videos exhausting. Always. It is. one of the reasons we came, the main reason why we were here in Muncie now is Rechie's nephew got married. So we came in. It was a great thing, and it worked out perfectly because I was feeling after the Maldives. We had quite a week in Maldives. It was a lot, and I was done. I was like, I need a break. It was a lot. It was crazy. So it worked out perfectly. Just like come here, see familiar people, not have to think about kosher food, not have to figure out just like comfort.
Yeah, and that's a big reason why we're staying in the U.S. for now, for the next 2 weeks. We know.
I need a break from the running of the travel, meaning constant, and a little slower for now. And then when we're ready, we can continue.
Okay, so how do you? This is the question I think everybody wants to know. How the heck do you afford to do this? That's the question. Yeah, I don't know if this is too personal, but like,
so we're
very open about it.
We shared about it
because anyone that wants to do it, I think it's very possible, and I feel like more people should experience this. It's not for everyone. Like some people can't like get out of the comfort zone, but for whoever could and whoever wants it, it's so doable.
More realistic than people think. People like to like hide behind the screen and say like, oh, like your parents are paying for it, or like there's no way. It's how do you do this? It's for sure like $60,000 a month. Like it's not so crazy. Our life on the road is costing us half the amount that it's cost us to live in Muncie.
Yeah, but you're not. I mean, are you working?
So how do we afford it?
Okay.
The simple answer up until like a few weeks ago was savings. We both worked. We were very financially responsible. I would say we never like just splurged.
We took our savings and we put away a certain amount that we were willing to spend on this, on us right now, and we didn't even go through it.
We didn't even go through that.
It's a lot more affordable than people think. People take a 1 week trip and it costs them like 40 grand because they just go all out. You know, they take a first class ticket and they're staying at the nicest hotel. And of course it costs that much. But if you're budget traveling like we really are budget traveling, and it's really not as expensive.
I wish I had the numbers because I would share it because people like when I shared it in the past, people dropped like, I don't remember which month it was. I don't know if it was month 5 or month 6. We were at $42,000.
That's not bad.
Overall.
I'm talking when I say $42,000, I'm talking about any expense in our life at all. Health insurance, travel insurance, whatever it costed us.
That's wild. I like the way you put it. That's like the year in Kola. Like, I'll take a year, and some people go to Israel, and I go there. Truth is, I know parents that have paid more money for their kids to sit in Kola for the year. Although, it's going to be a hard sell to convince parents to pay for this.
I wouldn't recommend. I think
it's so doable for people. Yeah. Like,
Can
if
I
you're working for a few years.
Sure. I don't want my kids to quote me, but I think I would pay for this over Kola for my kids. So I get in trouble for that one. No, because what an experience. When I first got married, I had $2,700. I remember because I bought a car for $700. It was a station wagon, and we traveled all over America. On the $2,000, we slept in the back, and
that's incredible.
We had made the back into a bed, and we went for 6 weeks around America. So you're gonna have America is amazing, very underrated. So I hope you guys
it's
see
on the
all
list.
this stuff. But you speak into my heart, like that's all I wanted to do. Till you run out of the $2,000.
Right. So we allocated. We had savings. We were always making sure to save and not spend our own money to set ourselves up. So meaning the reason I'm sharing is because people love to say that you guys are reckless and this, like, you know.
Are people saying that to you?
Yeah, most people.
Yeah, what are the comments of people?
Number one, the initial response whenever we told anyone was how irresponsible is that?
How are you going to pay for it? And when we said savings, people were like, you guys are crazy. You should invest in a house. Like, buy property, do something. You have like $40,000, like buy something. I don't know what you can buy with $40,000, but
so we listened and we didn't judge.
But we knew what we wanted, and we went for it.
Did you have people that are like, go for it? Like, this is a
Yeah.
cool idea?
Yeah,
Totally.
we did. We had some good friends.
I always get a kick out of people's advice that aren't even asked for. Like, did you ask for their advice at any
The
point?
people that gave us negative, we only asked for people's advice. I think subconsciously that we knew would like support. No, we didn't ask for advice. We made up. We didn't need advice. We decided on our
We
own
only
what we wanted
told
to
people
do.
when we were sure.
Yes,
We had a plan. We knew what we were doing. Because from the idea of like, oh my God, should we do this? Until actuality, like it took a lot of planning. What are we going to do with our stuff? Are we going to sell it?
It was like 4
What
or
are we
5
going to do
months.
with money? What are we going to do? There was a lot of questions.
A lot of unknown.
And we didn't want to tell people before we answered them.
Because we knew once we put it out there. You know when people say like you have a dream, don't share it with people? Because like what's the thing? Like people will like give you every reason why it's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
We're so confident in that we wanted it that it wasn't just an idea. It was like we're doing this, and I don't want you to tell me it's a bad idea.
And you actually were able to keep a secret? I'm the opposite personality.
For a long time, yeah.
I say everything. My wife is like, stop talking. And so I just keep
I think
telling
it's
everybody all my ideas.
I have a hard time keeping secrets for my own things. When it comes to somebody else's thing, it's not even a thing for me. Like it's not a struggle. But for my own things, when it's my own thing, I'm like, oh, it's not important anymore. Let me just share it. But I think this is because I really, really didn't want anyone to ruin it for us, and I knew how people would respond to it. I kind of knew what you're like. If I would tell you, I knew what your response would be. It's a bad idea. You're crazy. Or what if you're this? Like you finally have a good job, but why are you giving up your job? Like. I was like, I know, I don't want to hear it. I already did all those questions in my head. I already have like starting to build an idea of why I want it. Like, it's okay. So we waited. Once we had a plan, once we knew a little bit more what we were gonna do, and yeah, we just went for it.
It also pushed us very much to do it now because we're before having kids. Like now's the time to do it. Everyone says, I wish I did it when I was your age. And we just decided we're gonna do it.
Yeah, it's crazy because the same people that are telling you, oh, it's a terrible idea, like don't do this, it's reckless and how irresponsible, are the same people that are going to tell you 10 minutes later that, oh, like how lucky are you, I wish I would have done it if I was your age, oh, I would do it all over again. Like, are you listening to yourself? Like
I 100%. Yeah, that's everybody wishes they could do this, that just can't. And no, that's not true. I think there are a lot of people that do not wish they could do this. They love to be at home or whatever. But listen, if I could describe my parenting method, it was trying to make memories for my kids. That was like my whole parenting method. Like if I have a choice between like, should I go and pick up my kids and drag them off to skiing in the middle of the day or not, I'm like, which one's going to have a better memory?
right.
Like you've been whipped out of school and you go like I was constantly trying. I'm still trying to do that all the time because that's where we get our stuff in life. Okay, so let me ask you guys about the Judaism thing. Like
Before we move on from the financial part of it, we did take on remote jobs now, and we're going to continue traveling with that.
Oh,
So
Right, 'cause
for
we
anyone that
created
doesn't
ourselves-
have the saved up money, it's still doable
Right.
to do it with remote jobs.
Because we allocated a certain amount we wanted to spend, and we said, because when we were jumping, we were like, do we work remotely? Do we take our current jobs and see if we could do that remotely? And then I was like, I want a reset. Like I want to go and like we have the savings for it. First, we want to like do it with no work. We can do it. Let's do it all the way. Let's allocate a certain amount of money, and when we're like towards the bottom of that, then we can start working remotely on the road. And I also somehow really knew, I don't know how, I really felt that God's gonna like really guide us through it and really send us opportunity. We knew it was the right thing because God gave us a clear green light. Go ahead.
We forgot to mention
that
that.
was the
what's
biggest.
that? I wanna
That
hear
was the
that.
biggest. That's when we said it. We're going. So okay, let's fact check a little.
Okay.
Rechie always wanted to do this.
Yeah,
Always
I was
wanted to do
always
this.
the little birdie in his ear. Always.
In my head, it was like, you nuts. Like, you don't just pick up and drop your whole life and travel. It's not a normal thing to do. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure, great. We're going to travel. We're going to travel. Procrastinating. And I think it started bothering her more and more and more. The life, the more like we were going from like 4 months marriage to like 5 months, 6 months. The longer we were in, she's like, I don't like this life. I don't like it's. I like you were sharing with me that I just don't want to be living such a life like with no goal, with no anything. Like I want more. I want more. But I was like, I had a great job, I had a great this, I was in like great friends. I was like, why? I'm not just picking up and leaving. Like what? One time we were driving, and I don't know what, and she brought it up again, and I think it was the first time that I let the idea in my head. She's like, what if we just like dropped everything and went to travel? And it was the first time that I actually, like, because I used to be very scared when she said, because I'm scared of her. She's a go-getter. So I couldn't let it idea in because no, I know. So I shut it down. And then one time, like, actually, like, let it, and she got upset at me in the car.
I got upset. I was like, are you entertaining something that you're not taking seriously?
No, before that, she got upset. She's like, are you ignoring me? I'm like, sorry, I'm currently, like, picturing it in my head. That's why I'm quiet. And I literally, like, picture what it would look like to every detail. Where we're going to put our stuff. What I'm going to do with my apartment, what I'm going to do with this. Like, all the details flying through my head. And she's like, wait, are you really considering it? And then she started freaking out. She's like, wait, what? No. It's like, it's push until, like, you know, like,
right.
Back off. Then it's like, wait.
I couldn't believe that he's taking it seriously. And I was like, are you actually, or are you just playing? Like, are you like...
Yeah, she's like, don't play with me because, like, this is not nice.
Because I was getting also really excited that he's actually considering it.
Wait, so
So I started letting it in. I started and somehow God just put it in my head, and for the next, like, I would say a couple of days, I couldn't get it out of my anything that happened in work. I was like, if I was on the road, this wouldn't happen. That's it. Like, it was just constantly in the back of my mind for the like next few days. And then we had a lease for our apartment.
Our apartment. We loved our apartment. That would be the hardest thing to give up.
Right.
And
right. So I was talking to my friend, one of my great friends. I was talking to him, and I was like I'm thinking of doing this, but I'm too. Does this mean I keep my lease and we just go? He's like, you gotta be nuts to be paying so much money for some. But I'm like, I'm not ready to give up it's my home, my space. What if like I don't know, everything goes to crap and like I want to come home, I have nowhere to go home to. Like, it was very scary. So I'm like, I'm not. He's like, it wouldn't make sense for you to go. And I'm like, I can't do that. So
we got stuck on giving up the apartment.
What do we do?
Because we loved the apartment.
So,
and then one day I looked at Yossi. We had a 1-year lease.
And this is 6 months into our
This is 6 months, yeah. We had a 1-year lease. They told us that they're going to renew us. Like, no worries. They just want to, like, there was a couple of tenants over there. And then when we got stuck on that, I looked at Yossi and I'm like, you know what? If they don't renew our lease, we'll take that as a sign and we'll just go. And 2 days later, they sent, it was 6 months still before it was
Which landlord gives like notice 6 months in advance?
It was 2 days
after
later.
Rechie told me that, we got an email from the landlord, exactly what Rechie said. Hey, we just want to give you a heads up that we're not going to be renewing your lease for this year. Boom.
They had like a daughter that wanted the apartment. So
I started laughing when I saw the email. I was like, you're good.
She literally
God.
asked for a sign.
Yeah, I was like,
Crazy.
God, you're good. I
fucking
called her. She's
Eliezer
like,
thing.
she started freaking out. I'm like, why are you freaking out? Like, we got, and I don't know. I felt so supported. I knew that it was the right thing. I was like, literally, we told God what we want to hear to know if it's the right thing, and He told us exactly that. So I'm like, whether it's okay,
crazy.
whether it's reckless, whether it's that. God's with us. Let's hop in. Let's jump in, and everything's gonna figure itself out. And it's still, we don't have a plan.
Great story. I love it.
Yeah,
You literally said the sign you wanted.
I can pull up the
And it
email. It
came.
was word
That's
for
fantastic.
word. It was very comforting. It was very comforting.
we
So knew it.
weren't we weren't even like, God, send us a sign. We don't know.
Yeah.
We're like, if they don't renew it, we renew it from like a practical level. Like, and then it's just wow, like that was God.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you're on a mission from God now. Yeah, I hope you're taking that very seriously. That's a rough one.
Yeah.
You like the blues,
But that gave us the clean, like, green light of like, this is happening. Like, it's not a question anymore. It's just a question of how. Like, we're doing it. We asked for it. God's giving us like a clear sign. Let's do it. That was me. Like, okay, we're doing it. Now it's just like, what do we do? How? What?
And from when we decided we're going, it wasn't all like, yay, we're going, it's going to be amazing.
Oh my gosh.
There was so many doubts and so many scary moments of giving up things and unknown, jumping into unknown. It's very scary. Like, we're human. Like, we're also scared of the unknown.
We gave up all our comforts. We're not like above average that we don't need comforts. I need comforts. I like nice things. Like, it was really hard.
Yeah.
It was very, very hard. Especially our apartment. It was like our number one. It was our first home.
Okay, so now you're going. But this is the thing that really blows my mind is the fact that you guys like. I mean, you're eating kosher, but like you're trying to eat nicely. It looks like you're cooking. You're doing like a little cooking show.
We like our comforts.
There's like a cooking show going on. So first of all, how hard is it to travel kosher? Like I feel like that would be. I know when we went. Just in America, where there's tons of kosher, I did a stupid move right before I went because me and my wife, when we got married, we decided we wanted to like thank God for marriage, you know, like for putting us together. And we like, what should we do? And we took on Chal Yisrael. And then we went on a trip. And that was the worst timing of all. So we drove without having any cheese. That was really rough. But even in America, but I can imagine in some of these other countries, it's not easy to get kosher food. Is that a huge struggle?
I would say traveling as a observant Jew doubles the cost overall from a money standpoint. We'll get into actual. You're now surrounding everything around where you're going to be for Shabbos. Kosher food is double the price. You have to travel through places when you need to pick up kosher chicken. I once did the calculation. It's almost double. I'm saying basics, not splurging.
Right.
Basic life like this, it doubles the cost. Meaning if we didn't keep kosher and we didn't keep Shabbos, we'd be like 20 grand in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I can just imagine like not have. Did you try to like go places for Shabbos to be around people or not necessarily?
We did. It's a little. We found that when we did that, we were searching for like connection and like we wanted to go to spend time and socialize with people, and we weren't getting that because we would go to like Chabad's, and Chabad's is off where we've been very commercialized, and people come for the meal and leave. Nobody wants to talk. We wanted to go and chill Shabbos afternoon and meet people, but people were, like we weren't. Every time we left, we're like, okay, now what? Like we weren't getting that. So,
so you guys have the problem of already being from. They don't need to spend so much time with you guys.
It's a whole separate story for itself. That's a real thing.
It's not as hard as people think to travel as an observant Jew.
Right.
Yes,
hard.
it has its challenges,
hard,
and yes, it's easier to travel when you don't keep anything, but it's not as hard as people think.
People write it off. How can you travel kosher? Like they just don't do it. No. Our answer is if you want it, you'll figure it out, and we want it, and we're figuring it out.
Right.
It's doable.
And we can get into details how we figure it out.
Yeah, we've done it everywhere.
All right, let's go. Details. What's the details? How do you figure it out? How do you get kosher food?
So number one, we scrap dairy just for practical.
Oh, so you don't have you also had a dairy issue. Dairy's rough.
I don't like dairy. We're not crazy.
We don't do dairy.
It's just simpler. You don't have to have, we don't have to have two separate pots. It's just no milk, no cheese. We do almond milk, oat milk.
We do almond and oat milk.
Find it like anywhere.
So kosher, how we do it is in most countries, we try to schedule our itinerary around a Chabad where we can pick up kosher chicken and meat from them, frozen.
All Chabads will give you frozen chicken and meat.
So we usually reach out to them a couple days in advance, like, hey, like we're planning on coming. We would love to buy some chicken and meat. So they have a heads up. Most of them. They all sell chicken and meat.
We'd pick up like 3 packs and put it in the freezer, have it like a cooler or whatever it is, and we have that.
Wow.
And we scheduled like the big.
And then we pick up fruits and vegetables and rice and potatoes from a local market. Sometimes it's actual local markets.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like as local market, I mean like next to the peppers we're buying some lady sitting on the curb selling milk in a Coca-Cola bottle with the Coca-Cola sticker still on
Like
it.
warm milk that she just milked the
Yeah.
cow and she
I
put
have
it into
videos.
Coca-Cola
Like that's how
bottle.
local we're talking. Like,
And you,
I don't know where that
and
milk
you
is
don't
from.
like milk, so you can't drink that.
I wouldn't touch that milk if you paid me.
Could you tell me like, are there any like crazy things you saw in other countries that like were like blew your mind? I want to get into some other things, but
In Thailand, I'm saying in Thailand, we walk through the shuk, you see like crocodiles being served. It's nasty.
do they?
So
For us, it doesn't
funky.
look appetizing.
It
Right.
looks
Because also
scary.
we're not used to it.
We're
I'm
not-
sure for
yeah.
them it's like a treat or I don't know.
They eat everything there.
Yeah. They eat like big
All sorts of
spiders and
funky
cockroaches.
things. They literally have like, you know, like you do a falafel bar. So they have like a falafel bar with like crickets, spiders, this, that. Look, I literally like that. It's scary.
I want to tell you, it's the only thing I'm jealous of non-Jews about. I want to eat every single thing
You would
you
would taste the cricket?
everything.
Really?
I want to eat everything.
Oh my gosh, it's too much for me.
I'm just curious. I mean, I can handle gross for a minute
Right.
if it, but
So
I
all
really,
it is one more minute, and then it's
yeah,
done.
it's like a crunching like cockroach or something. I'd love to try it. Okay, whatever. It's just
That
me.
wasn't tempting for us. But when we first started, we were in Italy and there was pasta everywhere and pizza being served. And that was very hard for us to like
All
not
you
be
want
able
is
to try
not
it.
work for your food for 10 like just give me a hot bowl of pasta.
Yeah.
You couldn't get it? Well, they have some kosher restaurants.
That's some kosher. But I'm saying we were places that weren't kosher or like we traveled different places.
So what we do when we travel is we cook because going out to eat is very expensive, especially in like Europe. Very, very expensive. So we cook our own food, keeps us in a budget. So we pick up the chicken and meat, we pick up the rest of our ingredients, and we learn to make dishes with not like any sauces or anything
Really-
that you would get
yeah.
here. So really just chicken
Not
and
ready sauces. Not like
exactly.
You gotta have like spices instead. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we sat down with our Rav before we started traveling to go through what needs a hechsher, what doesn't need a hechsher. So like rice, flour, like most things that you're buying. I'm not gonna go through it because people will go that yet.
Not most.
Yeah.
Most like Whole Foods.
Whole Foods.
Whole
Yeah.
Foods doesn't need a hechsher.
Went to like what
basically.
spices you can get without a hechsher, what spices are questionable, what to avoid. But almost everything we like learn what we need to bring along to not get stuck. Like we bring along yeast. It's hard to
Yeah.
find.
We have a
We
little.
have a little, yeah. We should make a list of like essentials that it's hard to find.
We
and
can't
Chabads
find
don't
anywhere.
necessarily have it.
So like yeast to make challah every Shabbos. We couldn't find it anywhere. Kosher yeast.
The first
so
week
we
we made
bring-
challah in Greece. We made challah with our legend ChatGPT gave us a recipe with baking soda.
Really?
It didn't work.
It was not good.
It was terrible.
Oh my god. They're like, no problem. It's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be so good. You're not even gonna taste the
ChatGPT is
difference.
always positive.
It's always positive.
It's always positive.
You're like, why don't you eat it?
Yeah, it was terrible.
ChatGPT.
It was so bad. I think we had a lot of other good food, so but it was
Okay,
bad.
the thing that really like the world is crazy about anti-Semitism now. It's crazy about it. And like what we see in the news is nuts. And I actually have lost my desire to travel a little bit because of that. You guys are visibly Orthodox. Like, did you get any, is there any experience that you've had that
Sure.
was,
Yeah,
So-
I think the most important thing we're not in people's faces. We're not staring stuff up.
I'm a
We're
huge
not-
believer in like attracting energies. Like people that get, it's not a general rule. Obviously, there's terrible stories, but a lot of times I'm talking not the big stories that some terrible things happen. The little like things that everyone posts on the news and it goes in yeshiva world. Oh, this guy spat in his face. They often ask for it.
right?
And I really listen. We went 7 months now, and the only place we got anti-Semitism directed at us, we've seen it. Meaning, we walked around in Greece and Athens. It said "Free Palestine," like "F Israel," all over, like graffiti all over the streets. So it's out there. But I'm saying we didn't get anything directed at us in our entire 7 months, except in Thailand. Shocker. Everyone's like Thailand, like
Yeah, that's a shocker. What happened?
and I
in
don't even
Thailand?
think that's like. I think that's just them being fed up with Israelis. I don't think it's like.
It's
you know?
not even anti-Semitic. It's like,
not, yeah.
stop visiting us.
Literally,
you
they
million
just-
Israelis.
They yelled.
Yeah.
I wanted to buy a little magnet, and they didn't want to sell it to me. And I was like, "Why?" And she's like, "F Israel, go back to Palestine." I'm like, "I'm from the U.S. I don't know anything about Israel."
We don't sell to you
So I
people.
go, and she whatever. And then another person. We had it, and one night, three encounters. That was it.
3 encounters in one night.
Boom, 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 and the same shook. It was
All
up
in
and down.
Thailand.
Could be they were all
Yeah.
like, yeah,
That's not even a Muslim area.
no, nothing. I don't even think they know what a Jew is. Like, they just know Israelis. They're a
And
little annoyed.
we've been in like Muslim countries. Like Maldives is a Muslim country.
Yeah, Maldives doesn't let
Bosnia.
Israelis in.
Yeah.
There's no Jews there. There's no kosher food.
But we're also practicing to be extra nice to everyone, like try to take away some of the stigma of like what Jews are. So-
We really do feel a big responsibility when we go to places where there are no Jews or very few, meaning there's tons of people traveling. But I'm saying it's not. You go to Rome, Italy, it's packed with Jews. You go to Albania, there's not so many Jews. So we do feel.
Albania was the place you sent that video from.
Oh, you're right.
And I just
You're
remember,
right.
like, who the heck goes to Albania?
Right.
That was where it got.
Yeah, you're right. So in Albania,
Wait,
like
Albania, there's no Jews in Albania. Oh,
Yeah.
There probably is, but
yeah, no, there's no like there's a Chabad there, but you're not running into Jews anywhere. Like very rarely. That's what we did. We ran into some Israelis when we went ziplining there,
Right.
but very few, very very few. So we feel a big responsibility to, like, we are now representing the Jewish culture in Albania. Who else is doing it? So I would want to make a good impression. Like we're trying.
are you having a lot of conversations with the locals?
Yeah, not about Judaism.
No, about life. I don't
It
know.
was interesting. Somewhere in Italy, I'm not sure where it was, someone came over to us like really
In
quietly.
Milan.
And he's like, "Are you guys Jews?" And we like got scared and we're like, "Yeah."
You get like on the
And-
fence. You're like, why are you asking?
Yeah.
What, are you gonna punch me?
Even though he's wearing his kippah and it's very visible. And he was like, "I just want to tell you that I
Like this.
support you people." Like he was so scared
was-
to
he
even
was like-
talk out loud.
yeah.
He's like, "I support you people and Israel's amazing." And I had a boss that was Israeli.
He worked for many years in Israel, but he's like, I love
Something
the
like
world
it.
doesn't know. Like people are ignorant on what's going on. Like but like, thank you for what you're doing for the world. It
Oh,
was
wow.
very nice. So,
Yeah.
So
No, but
in
what about
fact, it was the
not
only
just
the
Jewish
only
stuff?
like anti-Semitism we got at us was positive, meaning
Yeah.
not
Then we
anti-Semitism.
were in a salon in Montenegro and the guy was from Turkey. And he was
Where is Montenegro? I'm sorry.
So you have Greece.
I just think
Albania?
of gambling when I think of Montenegro. It's in the 007 movie. Is gambling in Montenegro.
You have Greece. Right on top of Greece is
Albania.
Albania, and then Montenegro, and then Bosnia.
Okay. Gotcha.
So-
Okay.
So we did from the bottom of Albania all the way.
Sorry,
to-
Montenegro. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go on.
I like the geography lesson though.
People were actually very excited to see Jews. So we got really positive. So we had that in the salon. He was so excited. What did he say?
He's from Turkey. He was such a nice person, And we're talking to him like that we wanted to go to Turkey, and he like told us like I would not recommend. He just moved here
But
7
did
years
he
ago.
say that his boss
Oh yeah.
he worked for a Jewish
oh my
person?
gosh, he had an incredible story of something like one of those typical Kiddush Hashem stories of like some guy in Florida, some wealthy Jew that he crossed paths with a couple times, and the guy really took care of him for no reason, just and that's why he's when people share things about Jews, he doesn't believe it because somebody really made an impression. It was like one of those typical like. You never know when you treat someone. It was
No, I
fascinating
think
to hear it
that's what-
firsthand from a random guy in the middle of nowhere.
And that's what also inspired us to like, wow, we can like really leave a lasting impression on people, how they think about our whole nation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
you
was
may
very
be the
cool.
only Jew they meet.
We
Ever.
were driving down in Albania from Teth, remember? And we stopped at that
Yeah.
hotel, and the bartender got so excited that we came in. We were they're Jews. He said, in Albania, it's crazy. The history is there's fascinating. I encourage anyone to go check it out. So
Yeah.
it was the only country during the Holocaust that their Jewish population went up and not down. They brought in tons of Jews and they all hid them. It was fascinating
So
history.
yeah, a lot of Albanians hid the Jews. So this person in the hotel that we stopped at the reception was like, "Oh my God, like my my grandfather or my
Like,
great grandfather.
yeah, grandparents, yeah.
Grandparents hid a Jewish couple in the Holocaust, and he was so excited to see us and like share that with us.
Wow.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Do you guys have a lot of regular conversations with the locals, or are you kind of keeping to yourself in general? Not the Jewish stuff.
Depends on my mood and depends on the people. Like Europe is very hard. People don't talk in Europe. They're very cold.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Western or Eastern or the whole Europe?
I feel like it's an American thing to like go into the grocery and be like, hey, like, are you watching the game tonight? You know, like in Europe, no one does that. Everyone's
Really?
like polite. Everyone keeps to
Very
themselves.
And yeah, like you'll go over to someone and be like, hey, how are you? Like, good. And they'll continue. Like,
That's
it's
where the
not-
conversation ends.
To me, it's like a conversation opener. Like we're used to like just random conversation opener. To them, they don't read it as a conversation opener. It's like, have a good day. Oh, you too. And they go on with their day. And like I tried with like a bunch of different times to like keep conversation going without physically telling them, I would like to have a conversation with you. Can you sit down so we can socialize? If you don't do
Let's
that,
have tea.
yeah.
And then you can sit down.
If you don't do that, they're just like, are we done? Like in a very nice way.
They'll have conversations over coffee and tea.
There's a time for a conversation.
But-
Right.
Right now,
It has to be planned a little.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
there's not
But we've had
impromptu.
with the guy in Greece.
we had
the
a
hotel owner.
incredible couple in Tuscany.
Yeah.
France.
We've met some incredible people along the way. And
What about in Asia? Is it different than Europe? Do
we
people
didn't
more
spend as
talkative?
much time in Southeast Asia. We just did Thailand for like 5 weeks. That was it.
So most of this was in Europe.
We did a lot of Europe because we were like 7 months in. So we
started out in Europe. So we covered a decent amount of countries in Europe. And then we went to Israel for Chagim. And then after
Then
Israel,
everybody talks.
yeah.
In Israel, everybody talks.
We had a great time in Israel.
Yeah.
Also, when we do a country, like a lot of people they have a goal. We don't have a goal to be in every country to like hit. How many countries are there in the world? Whatever it is, we're not. Our goal is not
I
to
think
check
it's
it all.
290 something.
Because whatever it is, we feel that a lot of people that we interact with, like, oh, I'm 95 in. They were there for a day and a half, 3 days. Like, we like to feel the country, be there for 2-3 weeks, 4 weeks.
see the culture, see how they
you
live.
in it. We're not on a rush to knock out. We're 12 countries in on this trip in 7 months. Like, we're trying to really like experience each country and not running. So
I think that's the way to do it. I always thought that the best way, if people go on road trips in America, I say go somewhere for a week at a time, each place a
Right.
week, instead of hitting an hour in each place.
right,
Yeah.
I take an RV trip with my kids every year,
that's awesome.
and we just
My parents just did that in the
we
summer.
have so much fun.
They did cross country with their RV.
Really?
Over the whole summer. It was fun because we both
Whole
started traveling.
summer.
We both set sail at the same time, and they were RVing in the U.S. and we were traveling.
This is your parents.
Just my parents.
There's so
and
much
she's
to
got
see.
the bug. You've
My
been
parents also
surrounded.
travel a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Big travelers. Did you? Okay, so now you talked about finding inner peace and finding yourselves, and did it happen? Like, how's it going? That's what you talk about. In the
The
beginning.
answer is yes. The short answer is yes. It's hard to. It's
We got a
hard to
podcast.
feel
You
it.
could go the long answer.
Right. But I'm gonna explain what I mean
Yeah.
by that. Is that there was no like flip change. We felt like we're here. But looking back at the growth and the progress from when we left to where we were in our relationship and our personal like growth, like light years.
Yeah.
Light years.
And it also doesn't just happen. You don't go traveling and then you connect with your partner and you connect with yourself. You actually have to do things in order to
that
connect.
was a big like downer for us when we realized like nothing's gonna change. You can't.
Unless we actually
Yeah.
but we did connect a lot. Being together 24/7, the best thing for us.
Most people would
loved
not
it.
say that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're saying it.
Yeah.
It's
was
it's
awesome.
literally being with your best friend and having a sleepover every night. And it was the best.
Yeah, it's awesome. But I'm saying and from the side of like you don't just leave and it's like okay now life is good. I'm out of the noise
Yeah.
because you get busy with if you're chasing chaos you'll find chaos.
Right.
You'll always be busy with something. So we had to actively like work on ourselves and create boundaries and create like routine for us to be able to practice what we wanted.
Did you come up with rituals like you mentioned, like meditation or
Yeah, we
Yes.
meditate.
So
journal.
the biggest thing that we did is we wake up at 6 a.m. every morning. People are like, "Oh, you're on vacation." Like, this is not vacation. Like, we're living
6
our
a.m.?
life. We wake up 6
It's the
a.m.
first thing you said I don't like. Keep going.
and we journal. Yossi got into journaling.
Yeah, she's
And we journal and we go to a coffee shop and we meditate and we daven. And that really, it goes on from 6 to probably like 11, 12 p.m. It's like stretched
It's just a
over a
morning
couple
of like
hours.
no phone and just us. Whatever. Not
It's our
necessarily
morning
no phone,
routine.
but it's us. Like we give ourselves that space, and then we whatever we need to do that day. We still have things. It's a big thing to point out that we're not on vacation. It's a very tra-la-la life. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's awesome. We're living an incredible life, but it's still life. Things have to get done. There's like life doesn't stop when you decide to be in Italy. It's life. Things happen. There's always things that need to be taken care of. Number one on our actual travel.
Why? I'm sorry.
I don't know. We were
What
never.
do you take care of?
We were never bored. We never like were like, okay, there's nothing to do. There's always some project that we need to do.
Something to do.
I'm trying to think.
So our schedule was mostly waking up, journaling, meditating, davening. You make breakfast. And it's not like, oh, you just get food delivered from
Have a job.
Have a job.
Instacart or Have a Java or,
Represent.
you know, you got to actually go. And sometimes we had to walk 40, 45 minutes, an hour to the grocery and back.
On a highway.
On a highway.
On a highway. We have to walk, go onto the ramp and go off the exit walking on a highway to the grocery.
Okay.
And we go to the grocery. Once we're in the grocery, okay, like what can we buy? You know, like what can we make for breakfast? So we do that twice a day for breakfast and for dinner. And we make everything from scratch. Like one night we decided we want burgers. It was so good.
Oh,
We made burgers and we made buns from scratch. Like everything from scratch. And it takes time. And it's
Everything is
also
slower. That's what we wanted.
Exactly.
Right.
One of the things she was saying, like, she's like, before we left, she's like, I don't want to be in an office all day. Like, I want to be making bread. Like, I want to be in the field. Like, I want to be doing things that, like, I feel connected to. Like, and we said, okay, so we make challah every week. We're actively doing those things. We didn't just say things and then, like, now we get lost. No. We're actively, we wanted burgers one night for dinner. We made fresh burger buns and burgers. We made a full burger bun. It was amazing. It was so good.
Do you feel like your nervous system's starting to calm down? Is it actually happening?
Yes. A
Oh my
million
God.
percent.
Can you guys take me?
I was just telling you the other day we were still in, I'm not sure, Maldives or somewhere. And I was like, wow, I actually can't remember the last time I felt anxious. And that's huge because most people feel anxious daily. And it was like, I can't remember the last time I felt anxious. Like, it's really, really healing. If you make it healing. Some people just take it as like, some people do the same thing as us.
Right.
And they're running and seeing more things. We'd rather, okay, we'll see a little bit, but we'll connect. Like, our priority on this is connecting with ourselves, slowing down,
Right.
connecting with nature.
It wasn't as much we wanted to see the world, we went to travel. This was a lot more. I think it's important to share. It was much more. We wanted a better life for ourselves. And travel is just like, it went hand in hand. It was great. It was like a great, like I have the word, but it worked out perfectly
Right.
to be able to do that. But it's not, the travel is not the priority at all. At all.
Is it just being away or actually being in different countries and experiencing different
it's
things?
seeing other things, other people living other than what we've been taught, understanding that there's more out there than what we know. People live differently. People have
Living in nature, being surrounded by nature is a big one.
There's a big world out there. People live all different types of lives besides what we know growing up. Like, we're a tiny population in a community, and there's a massive world out there. We think we figured it out. There's a billion ways to live life. This isn't right or wrong.
Like, what have you observed from people that you're like, I wish that was more in my life?
I think the biggest thing that we see now looking back is that, wow, how stuck we are in a work life. How, like,
I would correct you and not say work life and chasing life. We're constantly chasing more money. And I feel like it's a lot of the US, mostly New York, it's money. Money drives you. Money is the chase. Money is what you think about. Money is what you eat. Money is everything.
it's excused a lot. Like when you ask someone, I'm sure you have friends, like you'll ask them, I have bills to pay. I got this, like that. If you actually have meaning, if they were really tuned into themselves, it's nothing to do, nothing. I'm saying there is bills to pay, but a larger percent of it is status and ego and just not being super emotionally healthy, and this is
I
what
think it's distraction also.
distraction is.
I don't think. I mean, listen. I'm observing the people here, and you guys have your observations. But most people, in my experience, are just trying to
Survive.
be good people and survive. There are people that are chasing money, but most people I know are maybe the word is chasing, but they're chasing to pay the bills. They're not trying to do anything else. They're not even trying to keep up with the Joneses. They're just trying to pay tuition. That's been most of my
Don't
experience.
you feel like a lot of those people are living a life that's way out of their ballpark?
I mean, I never felt like
why-
I did, and I always had to have 3 jobs just to survive. That was, and a lot of people I knew that were
'Cause I know people that are surviving and fighting for survival, but they can drop 10 things that's going to drop their status and what people look at them, but they'll be
Right.
just fine then. Meaning,
I don't know.
what
I
the
could be- I'm
society
coming
demands
a
from
different
us
place.
here is no matter how much money you make, you still have to have the same car because all your kids go to the same school. You still have to have a normal house.
You have to own a house.
In Thailand,
No one owns houses.
in Thailand, in Koh Phangan, we met. We were with a really sweet couple for Shabbos, and it was an Airbnb. So the lady that was taking care of the Airbnb lived right there, next door to it, and she eats every single day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner the same exact dish, curry and rice. That's all she eats. And we offered her. We make crazy Shabbos food, we cook up a storm. And we offered her, and she didn't even want to try. She's like, my body's not going to be able to, this is not part of my diet. My body's going to get messed up. You shock your body, you eat only curry and rice all day. But this is what she works. This is what she does, and this is what she can afford. This is what she lives. We live
Yeah,
up
but that
here.
sounds terrible to me.
She is so happy. She was living the best life in the world.
Living
She's
her best
knitting.
life.
She's calm, happy. I couldn't tell anything that this lady was missing. She was
It's like her
just
priority was her happiness and her peace.
She's
and it wasn't
thrilled
money.
with her curry and rice.
Right.
She doesn't need anything more.
I think it's priorities. People here, priority is owning a house and having a nice car. And people in the rest of the world, I'm not saying all of the world, but a lot of the world is just joy and peace.
I also want to make a big point is that we didn't figure it out. There's nothing that we know more than what anyone else knows. We didn't make it. We did not. We are still searching. We're just observing and seeing different things that's giving us okay, why is everyone living this life? We have not figured it out. We don't have the answers.
Right.
So you're
That's
going to
right.
say so what do you say? I don't know. I don't have the answer of
I don't think you ever know. I want to know what you've learned. Listen, traveling in its essence is being a student, I think. It's like you're studying human nature.
Right.
I think it happens naturally, unless you're walking around billionaire, just kind of bulldozing into the nicest hotel in the world. You're probably not going to learn much.
Right.
But the way you guys are doing it, there's no way. I mean, you're walking on a highway to get food. You're going to see how people drive.
We
You're
were
not
so
missing
happy
it.
to do that. It wasn't like a downer for us. It was this is what we wanted. We wanted to work for our food. So here we are. We're walking to the grocery because we don't have a car now. And there's
And it
no
wasn't
buses.
stressful and sad that, we don't have a car, we can't afford a car. It was there's so much peace and joy in it. And that's what people are living with. it's just okay. So this is part of it, and we'll have a nice walk and talk on the way and listen to music.
It's a calmer, slower life. That's it. And I don't know if it's people are like, so what's your plan? Like, you're gonna live like this your whole life? I don't know. I don't think
We
so.
have no idea.
But I'm okay.
I could say this, that as you guys are talking, I'm feeling like a ball of anxiety in my stomach. Now, this is the opposite of what you'd expect. No, but I'm thinking about my life, and I'm thinking about the tenseness. And like when I go on vacation, I need a week just to breathe before I could even. Like people are like, oh, what'd you do in Mexico? I'm like, what do you mean? I slept for an entire week. It was fantastic. The second week, I could go visit a pyramid. You know, like the level. Like when you're talking about it, I'm feeling like anxious, like, oh my God, this sounds so wonderful. And I'm trying to think, how could I have this in my life without having to run around the world?
The main thing is that what this life gives us is it's a vessel. It creates a space for you, which with that space, you could do whatever you want. You can go and live the same life there that you're living here. It's a vessel. Here, it's really hard. We found it really, really, really hard to live a slower, more tapped in, more connected, and more like at peace life. Over there, it exists for you. I mean, not it exists for you. It's a vessel that you can do it.
Meaning the people who are there, and I think this is the point I'm trying to, like you're traveling, so you're feeling serene on some level because you don't have the rat race, you don't have that chase. The people in Thailand or Albania, they actually seem more serene than we are here. That's what I guess that's what I'm asking you.
Yes, we were staying in Montenegro and Jablak. Remember that old lady? Like the bubby, like her daughter owned the Airbnb, so it was like these A-frame like houses. It was really cool, and her mother took care of it. Like she just there. She was so excited when we came. She brought us all her cookies and tea, and we had to hide it in the garbage because we couldn't let her know that we threw it out.
Every morning, she like brought us fresh jam.
We tried telling her that
fresh.
we can't eat it, not kosher.
Can't do that.
But she's like, no, you take. So we like crumbled the cookies so she shouldn't see. It was terrible. But she was just like, yeah, she's living a calmer life. She is.
But you're saying the regular people have to go out to work and take care of their family. They're also living a calmer life. That's what I'm curious about.
It's not across the board. It's easier, I would say. This level of chase that we have in the U.S., I don't think exists.
Doesn't exist anywhere else.
No.
I don't think so.
I hear people talk about it, but I haven't really. Most of the time I'm in other countries, I'm traveling in the sense where I'm not with
Locals.
Right.
You're in tourist areas.
When I was young, I used to go and travel Europe and see locals, but I haven't seen in a long time. So you're actually saying things I don't. I hear people talk about, like, it's one of the things they talk about, like, you think England is more like America than it's. Did you guys hit England? You didn't hit England.
Not yet.
But like even in England, there's not like an idea of like making it, like you become a billionaire. Like it's not even the goal.
Right.
It's like I'm living my life. That's an important thing. How does it feel to come back?
It's confusing.
Yeah?
It's very confusing. I can speak for myself. Like I was really excited to come back. Again, we don't use the word back. We decided because come back is like we're not back. I was really excited to come visit. But
I wouldn't say come home.
Right.
I avoided saying come home.
We don't have a
I
home.
said back.
So.
I was trying. Even that's too much. Okay.
It made me realize how far I've come over the past few months. Like I'm still involved in the company I used to work with. So I'm still involved. I'm still like some projects running remotely, a little bit here and there. I'm still pushing a lot of jobs through. So I'm still like in the world. And being here, like I'm finding myself more and more disconnecting from work as my identity and more of work as a tool and a channel to allow me to live how I want to live. Meaning I took my work really serious. I still do. Meaning nothing changed in my performance. But if something went bad on the job site, it reflected on me. It messed up my day, messed up my week. It was terrible. Like it messed me up. Now it's not a reflection on me. Like it's like we're doing work. That's why I'm really blessed. The work environment that I was in, is that both my bosses, Bernie, we spoke about him twice. I think it was the third time
he was on my podcast.
Yeah, Bernie and his partner are really incredible people, and we're all there in the office of like everyone knows that the whole work, it's a game. It's not Bernie doesn't take it personal. We take it serious, but after all, we're just moving pieces and we're doing our best. Like we're not in control, so
it's not your identity.
So he was more holding there. I wasn't holding there before I left.
Who Bernie was?
Bernie was more, I would say, holding there, like, and from doing his best, but also after all, like the whole world's a game. Like we're all just.
Well, you
puppets.
discovered something very early, like because I mean I got very deeply into like my work is me, and I also do work that people like admire. So like you could really get hung up on it. I'm always like weirded out by the question of like, who, what do you do? And then I immediately answer what I do for work.
Right.
And it's an odd answer if you think about it. So I'm on my deathbed. You ask me, what did I do? I won't say, well, I did this job and that job. It's not going to be what I answer. It's not who I am. But for a long time, it felt like that's who I was. And it took years. I mean, well over a decade to figure out what you're telling me now, which is, I think, pretty awesome. I could have said these words, but I didn't really feel them till fairly recently, maybe like I don't know, 10 years ago or something like that. When it was like, what do I do? I love my wife. What do you mean, what do I do? That's what I do. I worship this woman at home, and I have these awesome kids. That's what I do. I go, yeah, there's other things I do.
Life, not work.
Yeah, but that's a great lesson to learn from this.
Yeah.
But
So
It's just hard being back and being surrounded by something else. And it's hard to...
hold on to what we have.
Yes, exactly.
It pulls you down.
Do you feel like it's pulling you back?
Oh my gosh, this place demands a certain our society. It's like, I don't know. It's hard to put it in, but we feel like it's not for us now, for sure not. Like I don't know.
Like
I think the
foreigners now.
society pressure or I feel like the overall thing. What bothers me is that everyone's living for everyone else. People aren't living the life that they chose and they want to live because they presently thought about what life means to them and what do I want from this world, and I'm living this because this is what's important to me. They're living the life because this is what they were taught their whole life. This is what you do. You get married, you go to college, and then you get a job, and then you have kids, and you have to work a gazillion jobs because you have 8 kids, and you have to. High school costs $30,000 per kid per year, and this, and then what do you want me to do? Like, why did you jump into that? Oh, but what? No, there's for me, it's just I want to decide what I want with my life. I don't want anyone to decide, and if it comes back to Muncie, this great, but it's my own. I want to.
Well, it's pretty wonderful. Okay, so let me ask you guys a question on the marriage thing, because a lot of people, the idea of 24/7 being with their spouse wouldn't necessarily be the most wonderful thing. I mean, I think that's one of my favorite things about following you guys is that I'm like, oh, that's how we would be. Like, this is fun. Although social media is you're not showing the worst. Although you had a really cute post you guys put out about people ask if we fight, and you had a pillow fight. It was adorable.
Yeah.
All right, keep up the post. The truth is, you could travel forever if you do the social media stuff. You could make. I think that
we're
Jewish
really not
family
doing
is
it for
killing.
that. We're just
You don't have to do it for that,
sharing.
but someone should give you money. Why not? You could do it forever.
Send us money.
Send money. No, you could do brand deals. I know.
We didn't know before we left. We had a conversation. We're doing this is crazy. It's
It wasn't. I don't think I know what you're gonna say, and I don't think it's necessarily that. Share what you were gonna
We
say.
knew that either this is gonna basically build us like crazy, and put us in like give us the biggest foundation for our life and our relationship, or like
Or it won't work, and we'll have to come back. Like, or it's just gonna be too much for us to handle it.
Right.
And it's been the
the
best
best.
thing, the best thing for us. We
Thank
got
God.
so much closer, and you don't even think that it's possible to get closer.
right, like
And
like you thought you loved your wife the most you ever loved your wife.
I
And
do.
like 3 years later, you're like, well, I thought I loved you then, like So
It does keep getting better.
it gets better.
I had
If you
when
put
I
the
would
work in.
first got married. I'll tell you, it's cheesy, but when I first got married, so I was trying to find a way to like show my wife that I love her infinitely, but it still keeps getting bigger. So I made a tradition that I started walking around and I was making a rubber band ball. So every time I found a rubber band, I'd put it on the ball because the ball was infinity, and then a ball is infinity of
grow.
infinity.
Infinity can grow.
And it could grow.
Wow. That's
So I would
awesome.
just walk around with this rubber band ball wherever I went. And then I finally presented her a big rubber band ball like it's the most romantic thing in the world. And she was like, what's this about? I'm like, let me explain.
it's
But
funny.
it was a nice way to continue putting on the it worked out very well. I'll tell you a funny story. I was being a substitute teacher, and this kid people hate substitute teachers. So this kid, I turned around, the kid shot a rubber band at me. And I bent down, I picked it up, I took the rubber band ball out of my pocket, I put it on the rubber band ball and stuck it back in my pocket. And then might have been the coolest move a teacher has ever done.
That's awesome.
It's funny.
I was like, with nothing, I didn't react, I didn't anything. I just put the rubber band ball like that. There you go. Okay, sorry. Complete tangent. But you guys seem like uncomfortable with the idea of making money off of this. Why should, that's fun. Maybe you could make money off of this forever.
It's just for us. It's not uncomfortable. It's just for us. It creates a lot of expectation. If we think like that, then for us, we start looking at how much followers we have, how much views, and when we don't get views on it, it bothers us. So
Also, like,
it's
we feel
another race.
pressured. We have to post every day, and like we have to keep it active.
We're
We just
not-
want it as like
we're
a
not
fun
living for
platform.
You think it like cheapens it a little? Like it's like this is our experience.
Number one, it
and-
cheapens it if it comes from an authentic place. I think people love our content because it's very authentic. Number two, for us, like we have certain like boundaries in line to keep Instagram, to make sure that we don't start traveling and living for Instagram and we're living our life, and we have Instagram to showcase certain parts of it that we want to share with the world. There's parts that we're never going to share. For example, fighting. Why the heck would we share us fighting? Yeah, of course we fight. People are like, so you guys never fight? Of course we fight. If you're thinking that there's a couple that doesn't fight, you're ignorant on how marriage works.
Fight is a very strong word.
Right. If
Hey,
Arguments.
you're just ignorant how social media works.
Right,
Nobody
right.
posts
Let's-
their fights.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
arguments and disagreements and things you have to work through. No, there's
Just like
nothing.
a regular
It's a regular
couple.
marriage.
Yeah.
What?
Every couple. Like,
No,
as
we're not gonna
much as we
post
love
it.
each other and as much as we're best friends, we still do have arguments, and we still living together 24/7 is the best thing, but it's sometimes also hard. And that's
Right.
normal.
Wow. Yeah, and you guys think your relationship has gotten better from being out there?
Uncomparable.
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 It's kind of because it's really, really hard. But if you're like doing the work, you're set up for success. Because what I mean by that is like when you're out there and something comes up, you can't run away from it. It's you two out there, and you have an argument or something you're disagreeing about. You can't just run out on a fire call. You can't just run out to Myriv. There's no running away from it. You're all you got. So you can take some space. You can go for a walk. You can go call a friend. You can take the space you need. But like, after all, like we're each other's spouse. We're each other's friend. We have to jump in and all those different things. So like, it's a matter of time. Whatever, take the time you need. But then we work through it. You got to work through it. You don't have another choice. You're out here. We
Right.
need each other. We're out of middle
Well,
of
you
nowhere.
guys said
I
that you were
would
ready.
say even dependent on each other. Like, we're all we're alone in the world. It's us. So like it makes things so much more. You're not pushing it off for tomorrow. I'm gonna be upset tonight, and
You can't
tomorrow,
plow through 3 weeks of work and Shabbos and inviting friends and just completely avoid it ever happened.
Exactly.
You're here.
It's a maximum of like an hour, 2 hours, and then okay, like we're best friends and we love each other, and like let's like
No, there's no one helping you with dinner. Like it's sometimes we just want to sit in it and we do it, and then at some point we're like, okay, it's not working for me. It's working for you now. Okay, let's.
we
do
look
this.
at each other and we just start laughing and we're like, okay.
We learn some tricks. A lot of time, like if we have an argument, if I feel triggered, if she feels triggered, you can like jump into it and it can like accelerate and grow, and then it blows up into a whole big thing. We learn like something happens like, and we feel ourselves going there. First, we try to laugh because we could just snap right out of it. And it's okay and drop in. And you never have to go down that thing, and we're good. Sometimes if it's something that's actually bothers, sometimes like I laugh and she looks at me like, "You're laughing." So
But then at some point we both start laughing.
Yeah. It's a good little trick for like small little like in whatever things that don't have much thing without making a whole big stink out of it. Just laugh it over. Move on.
I laugh too much in life, and that's sometimes my wife is like, "This is serious now. Time to stop the laughing."
Right.
But you said in the beginning that you guys were friends. Did you guys meet as friends early on? I don't know how personal you want to get, but I'm saying like, was it like shidduch or was it friendship?
We knew each other from friends, meaning I knew of her, and then I kind of ran after for like a year, I would say.
We were friends.
A year. Good for you, man.
Yeah, I chased.
There you
I
go.
wanted it.
We
That's
were
the right
friends
type
though
of
before
chase.
you started even.
Yeah, we were friends. We were friends, not on a personal level.
No, yeah. We had this whole argument. I thought we were friends, and he was like, "We weren't friends. I was chasing after you."
Right.
I'm like, that's not a
Only
friend.
the girl thinks it's platonic.
Yeah, I'm like, you're my
I don't have
But
girlfriends.
we
That's
came
it.
to, after many times, we came to an agreement of we were friends, not on a personal level. Meaning we never had one-on-one conversations.
So that was for like 2 years.
Yeah. So that's
We were
how
friends
I
for
knew
2
of her,
years.
And then I really wanted to go out with her. And I chased her and she said, no, and this, and no, and from friends, and no, and then soft.
You went straight from friends to engaged. That's what happened.
No, but it was
Very close to
Very
that.
close.
You're friends?
She did not want to go out with me at all. She did
Why not? I'm getting you back because this is exactly my story with my wife now. Like, what was it that?
Yeah, why didn't you?
Yeah,
want
why?
to go out?
Yeah, I want to know. Why?
I don't know why. Like to me, he was like he's a year younger than me, 1.5 years. And to me, it was like I can't date someone younger than me. Like he's like a little boy. Like, you know, he can almost be my brother. He's my little friend. So that was the
She was
reason.
shut off.
like
And
that.
like I think once she gave it a shot, boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Once we started dating, we fell so hard. We fell so hard
Oh,
for
I
each
love
other.
it.
Yeah.
I had the same thing. I chased my wife for a year. She said no straight out for a year.
She even said yes, and then she told me no after. Oh,
No,
that's
that's even
what we're
worse.
kidding about.
What was her reason?
She, because we were best friends and I was dating other women at the time. And she was friends with some of those other women. So she had all the reason in the world to not want to marry me. I broke some hearts and it was like, I think that was it. But she knew every single thing about me before we dated. I never even asked her to date me. I just started with, would you marry me? Like I didn't go.
I asked her if she would marry me on my first date.
Right.
But it was like, I didn't ask it in like a proposal way. I just, after our first day, I was like, hypothetically, can you see yourself marrying me? And she exploded. She's like, take it back. Didn't say that. I was like, I'm not proposing.
Like you don't say that on a first date.
It
Like
wasn't
I
even
felt
on
like
a
it's
first
my
date.
responsibility to teach him. Like you don't say that on a
I'm
first
like,
date.
I understand that people don't say that. I don't care what people do. I want to know if I should, like, where my shot was at negative gazillion.
Right.
So are we at like 0 now at least? Like, am I doing good?
Trying to get a baseline. So for the next 40 times that you ask. Yeah, I wasn't even on the first date I asked her to marry me. Before she even willing to date me. I started there. That's where, and I think that's where men should start. All women should be chased by men. I don't like this whole, I think that men are being very lazy about getting their ladies lately. That's what I think. It's like
the biggest thing for me, and when it came to getting married, is I told my parents I'm not under any circumstances going through a shadchan. I really prayed for it. I really wanted to meet my wife in an organic way, and it was the biggest thing. It was the most important thing to me, and I think I feel like I manifested it. They came to me with shidduchim. I told them I'm not interested.
you never went on. Did you ever do a shidduch day?
Yeah.
You did.
I've shidduch dated in the past.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They didn't come. They didn't try as hard. That's what happened.
They just weren't Yossi.
That's awesome. No, I think a lot of people are gonna look at you guys. First of all, I think it's very exciting you guys have a podcast because because the people want to know. People want to know.
Right, we never shared
what's
anything.
the
We're
story.
just sharing like bits and fun.
Yeah,
parts.
little
We
bits
never
and
spoke.
pieces.
Yeah.
And I wish there was a movement of. Well, the truth is, Tzipora Grodko kind of does like the loving podcast. No, she does like couple podcasts
Right.
that celebrate marriage. But I feel like that what you guys are doing, whatever it is that you're learning from this, I think the mashal of the year in Kol that you said in the beginning is like resonating the most with me, because a marriage that starts with such an incredible like togetherness and like bonding
Foundation
is like it's a very special way to start your marriage. I actually have this interesting because it's in my field, because one of the ugly words in the field is codependency. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but codependency is this like unhealthy relationship with two unhealthy people having a relationship with each other, and they're kind of dragging each other down. And I don't think it's a bad word. I think that we have to start our relationship in this kind of a meshed, unhealthy babyhood of marriage where you're like just crazy about each other, and that makes the bond. Later on, you can individuate and like figure out who you are. But I think there's a part of marriage that's like that Kol experience, or that first year of like just enmesh with each other, like it's like being a baby. And so your marriage is a baby now, and then it grows up. So I don't like that everybody's like trying to be so mature about marriage. I really think that the beginning of marriage should be immature, and then it should get more mature, and then it's more. What do you guys think about that?
But a big thing is that I think if we would have done it right when we got married, it wouldn't have been like this. Because we did it a year after we got married, we
would have fell apart. If there's too much in the first year of marriage.
It's a
You're just
very
trying to
big
learn
shift.
how to live with each other.
It's a very big shift to get married and to live with someone and understand each other. And then I feel like this was just like a deeper level. So
first, take a second, learn to live with each other, and that, cause it's hard. It's really hard. Like we're sharing all these incredible things. It's really hard to be out there.
What do you mean?
Nothing in terms of marriage, even. I'm just to be out there in the world is not easy always. There's 1,000 things that come up with, and if your marriage is not in a good place and you're spending 24/7 with one person, then it's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
So it's important to be in at least like a healthy, settled place, and then you can go and like go all in.
Do you guys see yourselves doing this with kids?
What do you mean by this?
we have no idea.
A nomadic
Traveling.
life. I don't know how to say it.
I would love to try. We have no idea. I
idea.
can say to the world that I have no idea where I'm going to be in my life. No idea. Not from a career, not from like kids, nothing. Where
And
I'm
it used
gonna
to
live.
scare us, and now it's just exciting because the world is open. There's so much opportunity. If you know, like, I have a great job and I'm going to stay with this job, it's like it's limiting in a way. It used to be very scary to say, I have no idea where I'm going to be, but now I just feel excited.
One of the biggest things was we really learned to surrender. Because we really don't ever know. The only thing that living in our society and living in Muncie tells you that you think you know how your life is going to go. And then when your kid goes and does something that you weren't expecting, what? This is not part of the plan. So like we know that we don't know, and then nothing scares us. Nothing like is off track because there's no track. That's why I'm a big movement of going off the derech. Because once you're off the derech, there's no derech. You make the derech however you go.
That's the move is to go off the derech.
CYOD. Create your own derech.
I like it. I like it. I'm very against the word off the derech.
I'm very pro the word off the derech.
You pro the word off the
I think
derech?
everyone should go off the derech.
No, I just don't think. I think we get to make our own derech. So who you decide what I'm
go
off?
off
I'm
the
on
derech.
my derech.
Go off the derech.
It's not your derech. It's
Yeah.
my derech. So whatever, you're doing your own thing. Okay. What did I forget to ask you guys? Because I'm just sitting here enjoying. Like, what did you guys like think the world should know about your experience that I didn't before I hit you up with the rooftop
wanna
questions? It's too wide.
No, we did have some things that we wanted to. I'm forgetting. I think one of the biggest things is that we wanted to share that as to give that balance of, because we get both sides. We get, oh my gosh, you guys are living the best life, and oh, like you're so lucky. Like, yeah, we are living the best life, and then also we got the other side of like,
Like it's not realistic. Like you're not
Right.
even living life.
So we kind of want to share the balance. Like it is incredible, but it's also hard. Meaning it's not roses and strawberries all day. Like everything in life. There's no running. There's no avoiding the difficult. You got to jump into it. So, but it's great. It's a great life if you're ready to embrace it. And also, it's not as hard as people think from a travel. People write it off because they're like, kosher and this. Like, no, like
It could be done.
it's a cop out.
Well, I will say that you
It's
guys,
both.
I'll give you a little, I don't know you want any more mission, but make a guide. Make a guide for
I think
people
the
to
guide
follow.
is jump into it, and it's all gonna figure.
I know, but there's
itself
got
out.
to be a guide. Okay, when you're traveling to these countries, maybe call Chabad, like the things you even said.
right,
Like
right. You're
there's
saying for
probably like a
basics.
lot of tips that
Right.
you could do it.
Yeah,
I
sure.
also think the at the level you guys did it is unrealistic. I'm not unrealistic. Everybody could do this, I guess, but most people would not go all out like we're traveling now.
Right.
How I don't know how you're going to answer this question, but how much do you think, like, if I wanted to, let's say, get the experience of calming myself and leaving home and going somewhere, and I had to do this for, let's say, a period of time, a year, like if there's a possibility that I could leave for a couple of weeks or a couple months, a year, like, what do you think it would take? I don't know how you can answer this because
I think it's a very personal question. You have to know yourself. Some people, it's enough a 3-day retreat and they're feeling like very grounded and very in self. And some people need a lifetime of just groundingness.
Gotcha.
So I think it's personal.
Right. So there's no real way to know.
I
Because I
think
feel
I
like
forgot the
this
question.
has to be integrated into the life we're all living. Because I can't, it's kind of depressing to say this, but we can't all do this. Although I've been trying to convince my wife that it's time to do it again. I'm going to use this podcast to try to convince her. Because I had this thing, my last kid's graduating high school this year. So I'm like, what is holding us back at this point? Like, flee. You guys are doing it all healthy.
And
I
what
want to
is?
run.
What is holding you back?
Well, we both run pretty big businesses that
Why?
we can't really leave. Why? To pay $100,000 worth of tuition a year.
My point is, if you said we can't do it, you could do it. It's just the life you're living doesn't allow you to do it.
Right. Well, I could do it.
Right.
There's absolutely
You could do it. It's just challenging.
Yeah, I could do it. And my kids would be a little screwed because I'm not. But it would be great for me. It'd be fantastic for me. But I'm still like helping them out. You know, they're all doing college and stuff. Okay, rooftop questions. But I am a lot more convinced to do it than I was before. Although I watch you guys, I'm telling you, I watch you guys. I'm like, Yelly, why don't we do this? Come on, this is crazy. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys.
We'll create a guide for you if you decide to do it.
Okay. Okay. I'll be an influencer. I will be shamelessly making money off of it. I'll be like, let's go. I would chase the money in other countries. I would keep the American style everywhere. I'll run around. I'll advertise wig grips. By the way, go to Wig Guru and buy their wig grips. Anyway, that's my wife, Wig Guru. She's the queen. All right, so what's the rooftop question? You guys have made it to the end of the podcast. You told me. If you're on a rooftop yelling a message to the world, what do you want to? We'll start with you. Message to the world. What message you want to give to the
You want
world?
to go first, yes?
I'll go first.
I haven't thought about it.
Oh, you get a time. Okay, fine.
I think if I was standing on a rooftop, first thing I would scream is "Nach one." That's number one. But
Nice.
After that,
Okay.
I would say that, like, stop and think if the life you're living is a life that you want to be living, or people are just telling, or not even people or voices, or you're just stuck in a troll. You're just stuck in never stopped. Stop and think about the life you're living. That's it. Yeah, all the doubt. I don't have the answers to everything, but we stopped and thought, and look what, like, we came out of it. Like, stop and think, and it's gonna be uncomfortable, and there's 1,000 unknowns, and yeah, you can't avoid that. That's life. There's a gazillion things you need to figure out, and doubts and challenges and uncertainties, and yeah, it's part of it. But jump into it. I think jump into whatever that is. Jump into the unknown. Jump into the uncertainty, and don't run away from uncomforts. Don't run away from the unknown. Sometimes in the unknown could be the craziest blessings.
Ooh.
That almost sounded like I could be a public speaker, no?
That was
Dude,
amazing.
let's
Yeah.
go.
That was very deep.
Got another income stream for you. Let's go. I like that a lot. And I don't know if it's a negative twist, but I would add that no matter which direction you go, it's going to be the same. You're going to have struggles. You're going to have difficulties. So choose
your struggle.
the life you want to live,
Right.
the struggle you want to live. I have this interestingly, I have meetings all week about this, but like in my field, there's a way to make a lot of money and there's a way to not make a lot of money. I do the way that doesn't make a lot of money. But there's two different ways to do it. I do it from the nonprofit perspective. And it's because I'm just more proud of that. Meaning, like, at the end of the day, they're both going to be hard. So I'll figure out that, I might have more money and it'll be hard, or I might have less money and it'll be hard. They'll both be hard. But at the end of the day, I'm more proud of the way I chose. And that's the whole reason I'm doing it this way. It's not, I could do it the other way. I just want to be proud. But I find that in everybody's life, you hit the same stuff. You could be traveling in the Maldives and be like, that was a rough week. Yeah. It's just a statement I thought I would never hear. I didn't even go into that. I'm like, what? How was the Maldives hard? Yeah. You were like, that really? God. Was it terrible? Wait.
It wasn't terrible. It was just
parts of it were terrible.
Can
Parts of it were terrible.
you tell me what was terrible about the Maldives?
It was okay. There's no kosher food there.
Okay.
ChatGPT really screwed us there. Really screwed us there. That's when we parted ways from ChatGPT. We lost all our trust in it. It was just some small things of like we knew there was no kosher food, but we were relying on some basics to be able to buy fish. ChatGPT is also gonna be tons of fish everywhere because it's islands and all the fishermen. It's like known for the bit. ChatGPT always positive.
Right.
Is there fish? Oh, Maldives is known for the most fish in the whole world because they're known for their fish. So, okay, we were planning. And a lot of the things we were kind of counting on.
What happened with the fish?
There was no fish.
What does that mean there's no fish?
So usually the fishermen go out and they catch some fish and they bring it back and they sell it. The days that we were there was like big storms.
Thunderstorming. So
it was raining. So the fishermen didn't go out. So we didn't have fish.
See, this is there's no evergreen there, There's no like, all right, there's no, but it gave us the craziest like experiences. Like we really had no food. We ate tuna patties for a week straight.
Yeah.
The only
we got
thing
creative in making tuna
find
patties.
Was patties. Oh, it was canned tuna, sorry. And we had some breadcrumbs we brought along from Thailand, from Chabad. So we were able to make some tuna
Then
patties.
we like cooked up a lot of vegetables and mashed it.
Oh, and
and we
we
made
ate,
tuna
like,
patties.
All right.
this many, like,
You got
the
creative.
Pesach eggs, like the big ones, like a pile this high. We went through it all almost.
I think this is a great lesson in not being able to find fish in the Maldives. I just feel like there's a real great lesson in there.
In the middle of the ocean.
It's like a marshal. I don't know exactly what the nimshal is, but it's like, how do you not find fish in the
There was
Maldives?
nothing.
You can't look anywhere in the Maldives without seeing ocean, right? It's like
You're on
Bunch of
islands.
tiny little islands.
little tiny
It was really
archipelagos. they
The
call them?
the last half of our week, an incredible friend. I don't know if he wants his name said, so I'm not gonna share his name. A really awesome friend, just reached out to us that he has tons of.
So
IH.
what happened is that ChatGPT screwed us, and they told us that an island is very tourist friendly, and we
It's
got
a very
there.
Muslim country, so you can't, as a tourist, go onto their local islands. They're just crazy intense. Meaning you can't go without a hijab for the woman. You're not welcome.
Very,
on
very
the local
Muslim.
island
Right.
almost. So there's
Like little
local,
Mea Sharm Islands.
yeah,
Yes.
literally.
Yeah, okay.
So there's local islands. There's tourist islands, which is a lot of them are just one hotel per island. Like Marriott will have their resort island, and that's you can go. It's completely safe. Anything they have, but it's only that hotel on the island. There's nothing on the island. There's no grocery. There's no shops. It's the hotel. You eat at the restaurant. They have their little gift shop, and then there's like Chetzi Islands, which is like a small island, which will have some locals that, let's say, work on that island, and then they have like 3-4 hotels, let's say. So we wanted to do Maldives. Maldives is crazy expensive. Usually people stay in these like $10,000 bungalows a night. So we wanted to still get the Maldives water experience without splurging $10,000 a night. So we found a hotel for like $90 a night,
Yeah, 90, 100, something
somewhere
like
there,
it.
$100 a
Wow.
night, which wasn't
Sounds
crazy,
good.
but it was really nice. It wasn't
So
over.
far,
nice.
sounds good.
It wasn't
It
over the
wasn't
water.
crazy.
It was nice. It was a great hotel.
Yeah.
Um,
And then for Shabbos, we were gonna go to an Airbnb on a bigger island so we can like cook and we can have Shabbos there. We got to the island and it's fully Muslim.
ChatGPT
Like-
told us that because it's near the airport. It was near the airport. ChatGPT's like, that island is full of tourists because it's near the airport. So tons of tourists use it as a stopover. They sleep the night before, so they're totally used to seeing tourists there. It's safe, no problem. There's tons of groceries. We get there Thursday. We were planning on being there over Shabbos. There was gorgeous Airbnbs for very cheap, which is, I guess, the reason.
Right, because there's no
Nobody goes
tourists.
or whatever. And we got a great Airbnb. We should get there Thursday afternoon. We were gonna plan on going to Shabbos and everything. And we're the only tourists there. We're the only people without a hijab. We're the only people
We
white.
got stared at
like-
a lot. Because it was very intense. They were fully like covered up, like almost like
talking-
Mishar.
We're talking, yeah, literally.
It's
We're
like
talking
that.
gloves
I
and
like that.
sunglasses. Like there's no skin showing.
Really?
It was really uncomfortable. It was like this is not
It
gonna
felt
work.
so unsafe.
Didn't feel good. It just didn't
I would have
feel-
just bought a hijab. I get 2 hijabs. You could be like, both
a
be
great
a
idea.
hijab.
Yeah, they would know. But we're like, this is not a vibe. Like, we can't leave our apartment. It was also not a nice island. Like, we thought it's gonna be on the beach, and it's still. It felt like you're smack in the middle of like Bar Park. Like,
Like
you couldn't tell that you're even on an island.
It's like a mix between Mea Sharm, Bar Park, and
Yeah,
Afghanistan.
yeah. It was just not. I know. I crashed. I started.
Oh, wow.
My body crashed. Like, I got sick. I was losing it, and that I was started saying that we have an incredible friend that just reached out to us a little bit before then, saying that he has a bunch of IAG points. He travels a lot, whatever. He's all over, and he has tons of IAG points, which is some sort of point program that works with hotels. And he never got us a wedding gift. He sees we're traveling. He would love to get us a hotel if we ever need. We were never able to take him up on his offer because the places we go don't usually have Marriotts or any hotels. We're going to in the middle of nowhere, you know. Unless you're staying in like the big cities, which we don't love cities so much, never really came up. And I just texted him. It was 3 a.m. here in Muncie for him. It wasn't like a thought through plan or a text. We were on panic flight mode. Like, okay, what do we do? Can't be here. It doesn't work.
This is before Shabbos?
This is Thursday afternoon.
Oh, okay.
We get there. We get to the Airbnb. We don't even unpack. We're like, this is not gonna work. And I text him like, I look on IAG quickly. I see there's one Holiday Inn. I didn't even look at it. One Holiday Inn. I text him like, would you be able to book us the Holiday Inn in Maldives? Like, we're a little bit stuck here. He calls me back like 3 minutes later, asking me some question, and I'm like, what? He's like, no, I booked it already. I'm like, you what?
Before we knew it, he booked
He
it.
just booked it. No questions asked.
Wow.
Booked it. 4 days.
Well, that
then-
was the Holiday Inn?
That was
It
the
was
Inn.
Holiday Inn, gorgeous. But then the next challenge was we're going to that island for Shabbos. There's no kosher food on it. There's no groceries or anything. It's just the Holiday Inn and their restaurant. So we had to figure out to take along Shabbos food that's going to fit in a tiny little fridge
Mini
in our
bar
room.
that fits 4 seltzer cans. You know, the mini bar fridges, and they're not even cold. Okay, and we took out this Airbnb because it had a big kitchen. And
It had an oven that we were going
Right.
to kosher and make challah in.
we had a whole plan.
and-
Everything was crumbling. We opened the oven, and it's covered in grease. You can't kosher an oven that's layered and it has to be clean. Everything was just like, okay, no challah. Everything we tried, and then we're like, okay, so we're going. Let's see. We got to basically cook up a whole Shabbat. We'll be up the whole Thursday night. We'll cook all Thursday night, and then we'll go Friday morning. And we're like, hey, let's go to the grocery. We can't make challah. Let's just go to the grocery and see what there is. We went to the grocery. We spent 4 hours in the grocery. There was nothing,
There was
to be
nothing.
found.
There was no
Nothing.
kosher food.
Wow. No rice? Nothing like...
So yeah, we picked up rice and we picked up some pasta, some raw pasta that was kosher,
Some veggies.
and some veggies, and we made a big pot of pasta and we made a big pot of rice and we put it in a Ziploc bag so it should fit in the fridge.
That was our Shabbos.
And
we
we ate
bought
that.
this much eggs.
Yeah, we took our little plug and pot that we travel with, and for Friday night, I put up before Shabbos.
I got really sick Friday.
And
from-
you got sick.
From Thursday night, from this whole crash, my body really crashed. I exploded. I couldn't take it. It was too much for me. It was just too much happening.
Wow.
That I got really sick to the point where Rechie was almost cooking most of it herself. Like I was just in bed, like she's like, just sleep. And it was incredible because I was so sick when I got to the Holiday Inn. I didn't need food. Didn't bother me. I didn't have an app. I didn't eat till Sunday. Nothing. I could just Friday night all we ate. She got like the instant. We got like noodle soups. She poured it into the pot and filled it up with water, and she made matzo balls.
We take along like matzo ball mix because
One of our
that's
essential
like
That's very
matzo ball
important.
mix.
very important for
Very
Yossi.
important.
No
It's
hot
also
balls.
it's light and it's flat. Doesn't take up room, and
And
you can't
it's-
find them anywhere.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
So
she
we
made a
had soup,
fat soup.
and that was it for our Shabbos
That
meal.
was it. It was just soup and
And-
matzo balls.
And then we had rice and pasta and eggs for the next couple days, and we survived, and it ended up being amazing.
Yeah, thank God Sunday
We
I
had a
started
beautiful
feeling better,
time.
and it was from like Sunday till it was like 2 days that we had left over in that week. It was gorgeous. It was so
But it was
nice.
the hotel was
They
really
got us
nice.
the nicest villa on the island.
Are you serious?
We
The
told
nicest-
them we're like,
Like water right
There-
outside your room type of thing?
We
Yes.
walked
I
out
love that.
on our deck was a private beach. And when I say the private beach, I mean that the nicest snorkeling we've ever done was off our beach.
That's
the
crazy.
Like we walked
You
in.
see all the fish inside?
Everything.
Crazy. It was
there was sharks in the water
insane.
there. No,
Ev-
not tiger sharks. There was
Reef
like
sharks.
reef sharks,
Reef
and
sharks,
it's just beautiful.
turtles. What are the other ones called? The ones we swam with?
Stingrays.
The stingrays.
Wow.
Right there.
Insane.
We just go on and straight into the water with our snorkel. They give you snorkeling gear, and we're just chilling like on our deck. Walk
You
right
don't.
in.
This friend doesn't want you to shout. I mean, how many people are gonna make it to hour 2 of the podcast? But
I can give a shout out.
yeah, give a shout.
Shout out to Kiwi Metal.
All right. Oh, I
know
love
Kiwi?
Kiwi. Sure.
He's incredible. He did it twice for us.
Wow.
He did it again in Dubai.
Or Shlomo, baby.
Yes.
The
it really
The most
saved
giving
us.
person I know. He just
wow. What a
he
move.
made sure the entire time that they're taking care of us. He called them to make sure that everything is taken care of. Maybe you can get us. He was busy with it the whole. He pulled through like
wow.
nobody.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you? Rooftop.
Rooftop. So I think
shouts.
Yossi
Let's go get
covered
off the
a
rooftop.
lot.
Get off the rooftop.
First of all, be careful.
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 Yossi
Somebody
covered a
loves
lot
you.
what I was gonna say. So I'm just gonna
Double
go in a
dip.
total different direction.
Oh, okay.
I would just say choose very wisely who you marry and marry your best friend, because that's the most important. Like if I would do it, and I did, I traveled, and it was nothing like traveling with a spouse and a best friend. It's the best thing in the world. and just choose wisely. That's all.
I like that one. Yo, she did way better than you, bro.
Are you talking about me?
Okay, well, guys, this was really nice. I'm really glad. This almost didn't happen.
Right.
It almost didn't happen.
We're
squeezed
leaving
it in.
tomorrow
We're leaving
morning, so this is the last thing we're doing
Wait,
here.
what could I just ask you guys? What's the plan in America? Like, how far
We have no
along?
plan. We needed
No
to be
plan.
out of the cold. Rechie doesn't do well in the cold.
So you're going south?
We're
Yes.
just driving south. We're driving south.
Yeah,
and
you're taking your car
Yeah.
for this trip?
Yeah, we took Rechie. We have still have Rechie's lease that was rented out until now. So it worked.
You
out
guys wouldn't
perfectly.
consider getting like a little pull along RV and you could just go
Very
anywhere?
expensive.
It's a lot of money, and,
Is it?
and
Buy a
it's
cheap one.
not so much camping weather yet. That's why.
But if you go south, I don't know. I love
No,
RVs.
south is still.
Because I think about my trip that I did. Like now that I have a little
I
more money, I
love
would
camping.
totally get a.
So we're taking along all our
RV.
camping gear. We're taking along all our camping gear that if it gets warmer, we can
And
just.
what we do want to do in the future, which we're pushing off now, is taking an RV around the US. And we're pushing it off to the future because we want to do it with our kids. I feel like that's a traveling thing that you could do with kids.
It's hard to do Thailand with kids.
It's
hard
very hard to
Maldives
do
with
so many
kids.
flights with kids.
I would love doing RV without my kids, though. I'm not gonna lie. It'd
Yeah.
be super fun. I had to sleep in the back of a station wagon. You know, like it was very.
My parents
cramped.
have an RV, so we did a lot of RVing.
Oh, you did a lot of the RV.
Yeah. I love it. I love RVs.
I think it's a perfect family trip.
I think you guys should drive straight to the Grand Canyon. Don't stop, and just spend a week in the Grand Canyon.
it's on the list.
It's very nice weather there. You
might-
probably want to
we
hit
wanna
some
drive.
things on
We're
the way.
driving now down south. We took an apartment for 2 weeks just to like settle down for a little bit and be able to gauge our next a little bit. And we might just drive. She wants to drive to Colorado. I don't know. She said so many. different
Colorado's
crazy things.
freezing.
Skiing.
Yeah, just some
Oh,
skiing.
skiing.
We're trying to
And then
take
like,
advantage of
and then like leave to Arizona and Utah.
warm up.
Arizona,
We'll see. Who knows?
you can have great stories. I think America is the most underrated country in terms of travel. Anyway, thank you guys. This was awesome. Really, really awesome.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming
for
in.
having us.
What an honor. What an honor. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for this day that I've been given. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this chance. Thank you for this chance to live anew.